All right, so here's the situation. My client brought in this picture as an example of the haircut she wanted. Now, one thing that I want to share with you is that it is important to know that this particular individual has a ton of hair, possibly top 2, top 3 most hair of anyone I've ever met in the 3 decades-ish that I've been cutting hair. This individual has a ton of hair. So when we go through and actually execute this haircut, square layers, my model has so much hair that it doesn't even look like this. You can see this model has kind of some wispy outline here, some layered, kind of just wispy layers that kind of just, frame the face right here or within the outline right here. My model has so much hair that when we do this layered haircut, it actually doesn't look wispy at all. So we have to go through and slice out a ton of the mass, a ton of the hair to make the haircut resemble this haircut. So if you've got a ton of hair and you want to look like this, and everywhere you go, when you leave, it does not look like this, it does not look wispy, it does not look layered, it does not look feathery, it does not look soft, it's probably because you have a lot of hair, which is not a bad thing, of course, but what's going to need to happen is you're going to need to go through and slice a lot of the bulk, a lot of the mass, a lot of the hair out to make your hair lighter, more feathery, more wispy. So I hope you guys enjoy this haircut. If you have any questions or comments, please don't forget to put them down in the comment section below. If you like this video, hey, please give it a thumbs up. And also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much again for watching. All right, so here is the before of my model. As you can see, her hair is already wet. She actually had shampooed her hair before she came over. So now, here is me getting started on the haircut. The very first thing I'm doing is I am looking for the natural part. As you can see, I simply just comb the hair back. Then I kind of push it forward, and as I push it forward with my hand, it just will split to where the natural part is, and then from there, I am now taking a center section down the middle of the back of the head to start my layering. Alright, so now I'm taking my very first section in the center back, and I'm combing the hair straight out. Now, this very first section, this very first layered section that I'm about to cut is basically going to be my guideline throughout the rest of the haircut. So as you can see, I'm combing the hair straight back, and I'm cutting that first layer in, that first section, I should say, of the layers into the back of the hair. And I started at the crown, working my way down to the neck. Now, once I've established this guideline in the center back, I will then be able to proceed on the right side as well as the left side. So now that I've established my guideline, I am taking the next section over, working my way from the center back to the right side, and I'm basically combing the hair straight back, using that previous section as my guideline, and just going through and cutting the second section of layers into the hair. So now I'm taking my next section, just working my way around the right side of the head. As you can see, I'm just combing the hair straight back to the previous section, and I'm basically going to do this all the way from the center back on the right side to the right side of the face. And then once I've completed the right side, I'll do the exact same thing on the left side, and I'm just going to continue to take sections, pull them straight back to the previous section until the hair doesn't reach anymore. In this particular case, the hair is long enough so as I pull it back, it does reach my previous section. Sometimes in the bang, in the fringe area, it's already been cut short from a previous haircut, that when you comb it straight back, it doesn't reach to the previous section. And so in this particular case, it does reach, so I'm going to just continue to cut all of the hair on the right side, and then again, once it's done, I will work my way on the left side. A lot to explain here. As you can see, I'm now just going to do the exact same thing on the left side. so now that I have completed the general shape of the layering, it is now time to create the outline. So my model brought in a picture of where the outline is just on the neck, below the jaw, so I'm establishing that length. Now I'm going to work my way around the head, establishing the outline all the way from the right side to the left side. So as you can see, I'm now cutting the bangs. I blew dry the bangs down straight, and I'm just establishing the outline. And after I cut the outline, I'm then going to layer the bangs just to lighten them up a bit more. All right, so now I'm taking sections in the bangs to go ahead and layer the bangs to make them even lighter. What I don't want is the bangs to come down heavy onto my model's face. So as you can see, I'm taking sections and directing them in an upward motion, and then basically cutting off that corner to lighten up the bangs. Alright, so I just got done blow drying the hair, and now it is time to execute what is pretty much going to be the majority of the bulk of the work in this haircut, which is basically the visual aspect of the haircut, where I go through and I slice out and texturize a ton of the hair. You see, my model has a ton of hair. For anyone who's ever cut Asian hair, or for anyone who is Asian, you probably already know that Asians have a coarse type texture. And so in order to achieve a very layered, disheveled, kind of chunky layered look, we have to now go through and texturize and slice out a lot of the bulk. So I'm going to be going through the entire haircut, slicing out the amount of hair necessary to achieve the visual look that I'm going for. Right now, I have already completed the technical aspect of the haircut, meaning I've gone in, did layers through my fingers, cut the outline through my fingers. The rest of this haircut is strictly visual. The haircut is technically done. The square layers that I've cut in my model are already done. Now, if my model didn't have thick hair, we'd probably be done and my model would be on her way and heading home. But because my model has thick hair, we now have to take this hair and actually thin it out a lot more by slicing out a bunch of the hair. And the only way that we're going to make this haircut look like the picture that my model showed me is to start going in there and cutting this hair from a visual standpoint by just looking at the hair, realizing and figuring out where is it bulky, slicing out that bulk, then looking at the hair again through the mirror, looking at my client's head, deciding if it's still heavy. If it's still heavy, slicing some more out, and basically just going back and forth, looking in the mirror, looking back at my client, looking in the mirror, looking back at my client, until I'm satisfied with the visual look of what we're going for. So from here on out, the rest of this haircut is strictly visual. And this is an aspect of cutting that a lot of people tend to skip. They will complete a haircut from a technical standpoint and then just let the client go. And maybe, even though they executed the haircut perfectly, that haircut might not look that great just yet. And so you have to put some final touches on it from a visual standpoint so that you can make sure that the haircut actually looks good visually. So in this particular case, we're going off of the picture that my model brought in and achieving that look by going through and cutting the hair visually. So as you can see, slicing through the hair is starting to make the hair look a lot more airy, a lot more wispy, a lot more layered looking, very similar to the picture that my model brought into me. You see, if I would have just cut the exact haircut on my model, like the gal in the picture, then the haircut would have not looked the same, because obviously my model has a different type of hair texture, and she probably has 3 times more hair than the gal in the picture. My model had so much hair, I was slicing hair out forever, it seemed like. But now that we've gone through and sliced and texturized out a ton of the hair, you can see it's a lot more airy, a lot more wispy, and very similar to the picture that my model brought to me. So we are now at the end of the haircut, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments in regards to the slicing, the texturizing, or anything at all, please don't forget to put them down in the comments section below. And also, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And I want to thank you guys so very much again for watching.